Hurricane Florence is the latest unfolding all-out weather warfare assault against the U.S. population being carried out by our own government and others. How will this highly sensationalized storm actually unfold? How much damage will it do? Will Florence stall on or near the U.S. coast, where it will continue pumping massive amounts of moisture into the atmosphere, causing catastrophic flooding in a scenario much like Hurricane Harvey? Only the climate engineers, aka the weather terrorists, can know the answer to such questions. No matter what one wishes to conclude in regard to the agenda the weather makers are carrying out, the fact that cyclonic rotations are being steered and manipulated cannot be rationally argued if all available data is examined. Search geoengineeringwatch.org hurricanes to learn more. Hurricane Florence was not originally scheduled to hit the U.S. East Coast, as this National Hurricane Center scheduled weather report stated. Then, while Florence was still in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, the scheduled weather was changed. Countless mainstream media sources were suddenly rallied to trumpet the coming scheduled weather cataclysm. How long has the U.S. government and the corporations that own it been modifying and manipulating hurricanes? Far longer than almost any realize. Over 70 years. Will the Hurricane Florence impact produce another Fukushima multiple nuclear meltdown scenario? Ground-based microwave transmission installations are a key part of the climate engineering operations. Such facilities can be and are used to steer or stall storms. This animation of Hurricane Harvey clearly reveals the effect of such transmissions, which in the case of Harvey kept it from advancing inland and weakening. Thus, catastrophic rain and flooding was the result. Why would the factions that control our government want to orchestrate the weather and weather catastrophes that directly impact U.S. citizens? Those who are aware of the converging catastrophes that are unfolding around the world understand that the potential agendas being carried out with weather warfare are many and multi-layered. Here are but a few potential agenda examples to consider. Hurricane Florence will provide a distraction from the ongoing forest fire incinerations on the North American West Coast and around the world, which are also directly related to the climate engineering assault. Search geoengineeringwatch.org firestorms for more data on that subject. Hurricane Florence will provide a distraction from the 9/11 false flag anniversary, from illegal and immoral white phosphorus bombs the U.S. Air Force just dropped on Syria. It will provide a distraction from the next potential false flag staged chemical weapons attack in Syria. Distraction from government criminality, corruption, and illegal activities in the U.S. and all over the world. Distraction from nuclear power plant meltdowns and contamination, from ozone layer collapse, dying oceans, collapsing fisheries, crops, and collapsing polar ice caps, all eclipsed by Hurricane Florence. Weather warfare will increasingly be utilized to keep populations completely mired in struggle, which keeps them occupied and distracted until the power structure is fully prepared for total biosphere and societal collapse, which is mathematically certain on the near-term horizon if we remain on the current course. In summary, if the climate engineers did not want Hurricane Florence to make landfall on the U.S. mainland, it wouldn't. If the climate engineers did not want this cyclone period, it would already have been blown apart with patented processes of cyclone suppression that have been a part of U.S. government programs for over 70 years, as historical documentation proves beyond reasonable doubt. From moisture-absorbing aerosols dispersed from jet aircraft to the altering of upper-level wind currents and pressure zones produced from microwave transmission installations like HAARP, climate intervention programs have long since been manipulating and derailing Earth's life support systems and climate. Though our rapidly warming planet is easily spawning hurricanes, such storms have been and are being manipulated and steered and utilized as covert weapons to carry out countless power structure agendas. All of us are needed in the critical battle to expose and halt the climate engineering insanity. Share credible data from a credible source. Help us to reach a critical mass of awareness. This is Dane Wigington with geoengineeringwatch.org.